Hello and welcome to yet again another episode of In Her Shoes Season 2. Sifigile, we are here and we are so excited that you have joined us. Listen, if you didn't know, now you know. Go and make sure that you like, subscribe, share your comments, do the right things, and we are excited to communicate and have conversations with you. It's your girl Mazondi. You guys know me already. I am the teacher, the MC, the voiceover artist, whatever you want me, I can do it. Listen, I can hustle, all right? And I have amazing guests that are here with me today. The faces are different, but the conversation is going to be fire. I'm going to stop clocking, but I'm not going to stop clocking because we are clocking nowadays. But let me hand over to my amazing cast. Let them greet you and so you can get to them a little bit better. Let's go.
Hi people, Scott and Zach here, all the way from Johannesburg South. Next, so yeah, I do a lot of things. Music, teaching, ministry. So yeah, let's have some fun.
Yes.
What's good, everybody? Bobo J. Nzima, singer-songwriter, businessman, all the way from the East Rand, Sayanza.
Hello, my name is Tiny Falati, and I'm also from Joburg South, like Godson, and I'm a multidisciplinary talent. I do a lot of different things.
Multi-discipline, don't. Yeah. So listen, we have chosen the cream of the crop. The people that are here are very, very much, you understand? And today's topic is quite interesting. So we titled it, Toxic or Tender? The relationship blueprint we grew up learning and seeing. So we're speaking about how we have watched our parents, how we watched our parents do love, life, and how it's affected us doing love and life. So we're going to start the conversation. Feel free to, open up. It's a safe space, no judgment. No one's judging you at home, all right? You're grown up now. But I'd love to just go into it and actually just generally ask you, how has your relationship that you've seen in your parents affected you? So just generally, before we go deep into it, how has that relationship that you've seen all your life affected you in what you call a relationship now, or in your dating or seeing the opposite sex? Has it affected you? Good, bad, yes, no?
I think for me that when it comes to relationship and the family, the parents, I think for me, I just learned certain things from them. I took the good. Okay. Whatever I didn't like, I just told myself I'm going to adjust in my relationship, my marriage, my family. I'm not going to do this because I guess it works for them, but it doesn't work for me. So, yeah, for me, you just have to have a thin line between your parents and yourself, because we can't repeat the same things they do, because we can see the cracks, but the Lord is good. Amen.
I wonder, do they see the cracks? do you think our parents see the cracks? They do.
Yeah, they do.
I think they don't, eh? I think they just living.
They do.
Okay.
I mean, just because they don't say it to you doesn't mean
they don't see it.
No, they do. I know that they see them because I see their transition. They're changing. They're starting to be a little bit more open-minded. They're starting to have conversations more. They are. I mean, I come from a blended family, so I have two moms and my dad. I did have a stepdad, but we'll talk about him another day. Bless his soul, Jesus. But that whole thing on its own is like a lot on its own. The only thing that I would say, and I always say this to you, Mazondi, that I particularly didn't like, guys, I repeat, just because I'm saying this doesn't mean I hate my parents. I love you, okay? But I just didn't like the communication or the lack thereof, right? Explain to me that I have two moms and why, right?
Sure.
Because that then means I learned marriage from my stepmom and my dad. I didn't learn it from my mom and my stepdad because I didn't even stay with them. So, yeah, it's the separating the wheat from the chaff. You need to learn how to take what works and be like, thanks for that. But also, not dogging them. Like, I got really liberated when I realized that my dad is just a boy.
Ah, shame. You understand?
I didn't realize
just
that.
A man.
Like, it's just, my mom is just a girl. She's just a girl.
Exactly.
My stepmom is just a girl.
Absolutely.
Like, they also figuring it out. And I know now that I'm older, and now that we have deeper conversations, I'm like, y'all were really just figuring this thing out. Like, for real. Like, shout out to y'all. Like, shout out to them. They tried.
Yeah, man. I think that's where it is, man. Me again, luckily. When I say luckily, because I am so I love my mom so much. So, mommy's boy.
Red flag.
Why is it a red flag?
You know, out of all the children. So yeah, I mean, I got to experience my mom more than my dad, because my dad passed at an early age. I was still very young, you know. But you know, I had those simple encounters with him. My dad was a soccer player, so he was a player. You know, so he was all over the place. He was, you know, so they were always having fights with my mom. It was always fights, shouting at the house, obviously, until they passed. And you know, we became more closer with my mom because she was just with me, and my other siblings, you know, they just branched out. They went to Kakoko, you know, some went to Mpumalanga, wherever, you know, just, you know. But yeah, I experienced my mom firsthand. She's still my best friend even today, you know. So yeah, I mean, it was just simply the vibe. I understand. My mom understands me. I understand her.
That's nice.
And also, if we have anything that we need to address, we're like, Ndwan, Asiti want to, let's shift this like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, she's like my best, like literally, she's like my friend. You know, I'm able to say Ndwana to my mom. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, yeah. So that's.
Do you think if dad was around, you still would you have that relationship with mom?
I think so. My mom, yeah. So my mom kept me in her stomach for 11 months.
Jeez.
Okay. No, like physically.
Yeah, she kept me in her stomach
That's what I really saw.
Yeah, for 11 months.
Really?
I was born late than being
so cool,
born
though.
prematurely.
2 months late.
Yeah, 2 months late. She had no contractions whatsoever. They literally had to cut me out.
Wow.
Why didn't you want to come out?
I don't know. I was just comfortable.
He's a mommy's boy.
He's a mommy's boy.
It's been.
With no doubt, Joe. I'm not even going to deny it.
Red
I'm
flags.
a mama's boy and I'm happy about it.
You've owned it.
On that, I want to speak about attachment issues because we can see that you are attached to your mother. And how these attachment issues, not issues, but styles affect your relationships.
Yes.
So we have different attachment styles. We have more secure, more anxious, more avoidant. Have you guys figured out what attachment styles you've developed from your parents? And have you seen it being in play in your relationship? For example, my father wasn't very lovey-dovey. He's not a hug you, love you kind of person. So I longed for that in relationships because I didn't get that. But some people might think it's normal to not have that avoidance kind of thing. And they find that normal in their relationship. So have you figured out what styles your parents were giving to you or each other? And have you figured out, Uguti, I actually prefer what I grew up with, or I didn't like the secure or the, you know, anxious kind of style.
Yeah.
You know, especially as a mommy's boy.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're very secure. Like
very much. Okay, so one thing about me, I became very, very bitter when I lost my dad.
Sure.
Because I was longing for a father figure. Yeah, but also I wanted to have that thing with the, I'm going to tell my dad.
Yes.
You know, those kind of things. But I was like, Ish, I have to be my own dad now. So I need to stand up for myself, you know. And my mom just became that. She became a father and a mother to me. Like, that's why we are boys. With my mom. So she's literally my gent. You know, a person that I know with for effect, if I call her now, she's literally gonna want to listen to me, you know, and I try to understand and also bring a different perspective towards everything. But why don't you think about it like this? Look at it like this, you know? So, Mina, for me, Shamid has impacted me in a very positive way.
Okay.
In a super positive way, because I'm very gentle. With whosoever that you know I get across with, you know, or get into a relationship with. I'm such a sucker for romance. I'm a flowers kind of guy.
Okay.
You know, because of my mom as well. You know, because she would teach me, but you know, man, when you love, this is how you do it, boy. And we're having just typical conversations. You know. I remember just recently now, I just did a party for my mom with literally my family. I didn't tell my family. I didn't tell anybody. I planned it myself. I literally told them 2 days before. They're like, so what do you need us to do? I was like, nothing. Everything is done. Just bring yourself. And everybody came. They didn't even believe it at all. And it was a huge party. Her friends were there, family were there, you know, siblings were there. It was amazing like that. So yeah, I mean, I experienced it positive.
So I'm curious as well to know, because you lost dad at an early age, do you feel like being a father or a husband will be hard for you when that bridge comes, because you haven't seen what a husband looks like? 'Cause I don't know how young you were when you passed away. I don't know whether you could see what a husband's role is. Are you ever anxious,
yeah.
anxious about that?
Not even. My eldest brother, Usbunzima, is actually an example of a dad. So Usbu got Naya to obviously just grow up in Indlela as well, you know, after, you know, but he was able to experience that because he's the eldest. So he knows how it is to be a husband. So I'm actually experiencing him a lot because I spend a lot of time with him now, you know, also because he's my friend more than being just a brother, you know. So I see him and his wife and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
Nice.
And I want this, I want to do that. I want to, you know, I want to be able to just go to whatever dealership and just buy my wife a car. I'm like, yeah, baby, let's go. And I'm like, this is not enough. Okay, you're pregnant now, you need an SUV. You know what I mean?
You're doing too much clocking, Maswendi. You're going to lose a nail.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and when we settled enough, and, you know, I'll be like, okay, right now you need a convertible, a two-door, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Because that's how everything just falls. So I was able to see it with my
I like
brother.
that.
Yeah.
Attachment styles?
I mean, this is what you're like.
I'll
go after
you. I think when it comes to that, like, my dad has been alive, and will ever be, he's forever alive. But he was absent, I think, from the age of 7.
Okay.
Yeah, he went for missionary. I'm a PK. I'm a
yes.
PK. Yeah, he went for missionary, I think, for
7
7
until?
years.
Oh.
I think till I was
14, 15.
somewhere
Okay.
there. So the absence of him had to make me basically the man I am today.
Sure.
Part of it,
Okay.
not all of it, because it makes you understand that as a man you have to protect your mother. Because I'm the only child, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, firstborn, lastborn, male, female, and all of it.
Wow,
So-
middle child boy.
Only son.
Everything.
Jeez.
Look, it's
Heavy.
not as glamorous as it looks. Okay, so I had to step up to understand that I was the man of the house.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So I think for me, that's where, if you see how I'm with my kids, I am a protector because I'm used to protecting, and plus I just have girls right now. For now, still loading. So I have to protect.
Clock it.
I have to protect them. So I think my whole thing is being able not to wake up. Like when you wake up in the morning, you don't see him. It makes you realize that someone needs to step up.
Sure.
So I think when it
Sure.
comes to examples we pick up, you just have to make a choice as a person and say, my dad didn't do 1, 2, 3. Me now, I would do 1, 2, 3. Like what he's saying. You go to like you buy your wife a car, you see people. We learn from other people.
Yeah.
You know, my grandmother always says you either learn from other people's mistake or someone learns from your mistake. So I learned from the absence that I have to be there. My dad is not the emotional type to say I love you every day because they feel that it's the other races lifestyle.
Yeah.
They don't. I
Yes.
love you.
Why?
I love you.
Can you not say that?
Can you?
The roof over your head.
Bruh, I paid your school fees. Open the fridge. That's my love. No, you serious? That's the love they give you. No, we were telling you. Open the fridge. You're gonna see
That's
my
not-
love. Yeah, look at your feet. That's my love. You got clothes on. That's my love.
Oh
So
my God.
I think you just learn like what he's saying. Like
Yes, sir.
you just learn from other people, and he's blessed enough that he has a sibling to look at. I learned from my neighbors.
Sure.
You know? And yes, like sometimes you see people acting out of character with their partners and stuff. But you just learn like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
No matter what. So for me, it's you just have choices to make. So
Absolutely.
look around and learn from everyone around you.
Yeah.
You know, easy as that.
You know this.
You guys are making me feel so ungrateful for my parents.
Why?
Because my parents are actually really nice. They're like really nice people. Okay, what did I learn from their relationship or from home that I took or rejected? One, because I'm the firstborn, I was particularly on the hard end of the stick. So my dad, but my dad in general is very like
That's my last one.
independent, right? My dad is very like, you need to be independent, you need to get up, you need to
As a girl.
with all of us actually. Yeah, with all of us he's like that. With the dogs too. The dogs are part of our family. Anyways, so I think that unfortunately kind of made me think I can live without them. Because I can do a lot of things without them.
Oh, interesting.
Which means I don't really share my life a lot with them. You know?
Wow.
I lived abroad for 2 years I would call them once in 3-4 months.
Hectic.
You know, and I hear people be like, I call my mom every day. I'm like, okay, it's not for me. Don't do it. But I love you.
Yeah, I love you.
I'm down for you, for
Yeah,
real.
got you.
But because of how my dad was just like I figured out homework by myself. Like he was like, I'll show you a few times. Then I
done.
figure it out.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, you're smart, you can do it. Then I'm there like, I'm really not. You know, but yeah, so because of that, like I was thinking about how I learned how to drive because my dad was like, you learn how to drive by driving. So let's go drive. Don't say yeah. Don't do that. That was very traumatizing, okay?
Exactly. I'm like,
That's how it is.
No!
learn how to drive a driver.
Oh,
right?
God,
No,
yes.
no. But yeah, so I learned a lot of independence from my parents, which
Are you
low
okay?
key. No, I am. I live at home. You know, I live with
Oh
them.
my God.
I just see them from time to time at home still. But I think that independence thing, as much as I love it and it's made me the person I am, I want to be very close with my kids. Like,
Okay.
I don't want, like, for instance, my parents, when I got my first period, and I didn't even think of telling them. They were not the
Interesting.
first people I thought of. Do you get what I mean?
Interesting.
Because I was like, I'm gonna figure this out by myself. I got
Ah,
this. You know, because that's how
okay.
they raised me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you have to figure this out.
Yeah.
You got this.
You got this,
So
yeah.
unfortunately, now that's the lifestyle we live. Now
we
we're
have the
like,
same dad, eh?
nah, but my dad is like, he's like
No,
my best
I-
friend though. Like,
Yeah.
yes, he
My
doesn't
mom's
say,
my best friend.
yeah, he doesn't say I
Mama.
love you, but you know, he'll
I'm not
mean
the only
it.
mama's
Open the
boy.
fridge. You
He'll,
gonna see my
no,
love.
if I say to him I love you, he'll say it back. But you can see it's a bit tense for him.
Yeah.
We are mono to Yako, just to say it back. You know? And
What
I'll
if- what
hug
if you
him
say thank-
intentionally.
What if you say I love you and he's like, thank you?
No, he'd never do that. I tell him that hurts my feelings, and he'd be like, "Okay, sorry."
Wait, your parents apologize?
Yes. Now,
Wow. Oh, now.
no,
oh.
Jesus stepped in.
I love it.
Jesus.
That
I
was
love
a
it.
Jesus thing.
Parents apologize.
No, they
They do nowadays.
Parents grow up, guys.
Your parents apologize.
Yes, they do.
So let's talk about dysfunction in relationships.
Okay.
On that note,
Let's talk about how we have seen some dysfunctions within our romantic relationships with our parents, with each other. We're talking about us and our parents, which is great. But now watching them, for example, I was raised in a Zulu household. And you all know how Zulus are, you know, wife submits, you know, Mdoda has the last say, what I say goes. Baba this, you know, like it's that. And what dysfunctional things have we called normal? What things are we now saying, oh no, that's how it's done? Like, for example, I was listening to Metro FM, Ukakas, one of the two. But this lady was calling and she's saying, I'm so worried that I failed my kids. My 17-year-old has beaten up his girlfriend and the girlfriend's parents have called me and said, your son did 1, 2, and 3. And I feel like I failed because my son said to me, but my stepdad did it to you. Wasn't that love?
Yeah.
So he took that beating as, that's how my stepdad shows my mom he loves her. So that's how I'm going to show this girl I love her. So there are certain dysfunctions, even in the way we communicate. For example, in some households, the woman's voice is very silent.
Yes, yeah.
Dad has the final say when go cook. Like, Bono with the Jan. You understand? So what kind of dysfunctions are we seeing? Not even in maybe our families, but that you're seeing in general as the black nation that we've adopted and made normal, but they actually are not normal.
I'll go first because my friends are the reason I realized this is dysfunctional. The whole silent treatment thing when we fight.
Yeah.
Guys, that thing, I did not know until I had friends who were like, dude, just because we had an altercation doesn't mean our friendship is done. I don't hate you.
Yes.
I don't like what happened and we need to
Yes.
talk through it. And if it's okay, would you like a minute to breathe?
Yeah.
You don't have to come guns blazing at me. You know? Like you're upset, I understand.
Yeah.
Like watch your words though. Don't just be saying anything
Right.
when you're upset. And don't cut me off because you're upset.
You know?
Like what do you mean you're not talking to me?
Sure.
What? For how long? Like,
What's the time frame?
like what do you, and that that silent treatment thing is
It's
so
painful.
horrible because that's when the enemy talks loud
Yeah.
in the household.
True.
Sure.
Like the stuff that you're silent about, your kids are gonna learn from their friends. They're gonna learn from your neighbors, and you're gonna be shocked one day when your kid manhandles you because
Sure.
you taught them that when I'm upset I shut down, and that's okay.
Ooh.
You're gonna shut down at work. You're gonna be an
Yo.
impossible boss.
Sure.
You're
Yo,
gonna be
yo,
a
yo.
horrible partner
Yo.
because when I'm life must halt. You're upset. Take a
Oh my
minute, go
gosh.
breathe it out. Let's come back. Let's
That's
talk.
so, oh wow.
Silent treatment.
Yo, my goodness. I can totally attest to that.
Right?
Yeah.
Silent treatment.
Because I was literally always alone because my mom was at work, come back from school. She'd leave actually like literally around 5 a.m. in the morning. And I mean, I can't wake up at that time because I'm going to school around, 7 and all that. So I had to find a way to be independent and do all of those things. So I was always all by myself. So silent treatment, like she has said, always felt great for me. But even when I'm not feeling okay,
Just keep quiet.
Just be
Shut
quiet.
down.
I shut down. Even when you speak, like you can just talk all you want, kuluma everything that you want to say.
Uthule
I'll
wena.
be quiet.
Drive me crazy.
Until I actually feel better, but now I can speak. And when I speak is a bomb. Because you packed all of these things. So I packed everything up. And that has always been toxic to all of my most of my relationships, actually, to be precise, that I had. My first baby mama Joe, she would literally just, oh my gosh, I even went to her actually and apologized. I was like, you know what, Joe? At that time, you got me in the time where I was just being, that's how it is. You're gonna listen to me or nothing else. I never had that, yes. But there's always been that emphasis because I'm a man. So you need to listen to whatever that I'm saying. It's either me or nothing else. If you don't listen to me, I'm shutting out, I'm keeping quiet. You can say anything that you wanna say. It's just literally gonna hit a wall. That's how I was. I literally had to get help, bruh. Like
therapy.
Therapy.
Sure.
I had to get help, I used to literally just sit with that lady. She would tell me nothing but the truth and be like, bruh, you need to calm down. Like from the pedestal that you're at right now, you think, Uti, you are handling everything okay, but you are not. You're actually tarnishing everything that even loves you for that matter.
Sure.
Do you know the dangers of silence?
Right?
Man.
Like the problem with silence is that, like you said, like a person starts thinking the worst of the rest.
Absolutely.
Like what he's saying, that when I finally get a chance to speak,
Yo,
my words are like
explode.
bullets.
Yeah.
And like what you guys are saying is actually the truth, because we live in our parents' generation, or the generation where the man has the final say. And I see it in finances.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm buying a car, if I decide we're gonna buy a car, we're gonna buy a car, whether you like it or you don't
Sure.
like it. You will find a way to adjust towards it.
Yeah.
That's the mentality our parents have always had.
Women just adjust.
And I'm sorry to say this, like one of the reasons why I feel like sometimes, sorry to say, domestic violence is based on this thing that a man feels that I have the final say.
Yeah.
You don't have an opinion. So the moment you start having an opinion as a female, we feel like, oh, you're starting to act like, oh, you think you're a man now.
Yeah.
Oh, because you wear pants. You see, so you see, that's where the stuff is birthed, because in our generation, we have young men who are not married yet. Okay, those that are getting married, they feel that I have the final say. So the moment you oppose them, I drink because I want to drink. I'm going to go out because I want to go out. If you have something negative to say about it, you're either going to keep quiet, I'm going to beat you up to keep quiet.
Jesus.
That is the mentality a lot of men have. So that's where we need to solve the problems, because we need to understand that we are co-heir in the kingdom as Christians, number one. But women were not designed to just be in the kitchen.
Yes.
Because a lot of the old-fashioned belief that a woman belongs in the kitchen. Look, I'm married to my best friend, and one of the blessings that comes with it is that we talk about everything. We lay down our opinions and we brainstorm like, okay, whose opinion is best?
Yeah.
And her asking me question is not her opposing my emotions or my authority. It's her sharing the fact that we are in this together. So, like what he's saying, like I'm just thinking, like if a lot of men could actually pause and listen, you know, because why I say this, because we as men have this thing that we are the boss, we are the king of this kingdom.
That's where we're at.
The queen just, back in the days, like in the Bible, we see that the queen, they live separate from the king.
Yes.
So you come, you visit, and you have to lay a petition that you come in to see me.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Gents are having the same mentality that if you make requests, you don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
So it's all this.
I also
it's
suspect
chaotic.
that's why you guys are so tense and so angry. You're carrying pressure that you shouldn't be.
True.
Yeah.
Alone.
You're not in charge.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't
You
know
know?
everything. You don't have to.
Yeah.
And then
Calm
there's a
down.
suitable helper.
Yes.
Suitable helper scripturally
Yes.
means
You
that.
say that, but they
it-
don't want to let go.
Who, the man or the woman?
The man.
Okay.
Because they feel that if you are jumping in, now we are both heads. But
Yeah,
the thing you need to understand is
Yeah.
she's your helper.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's because we've seen our mothers basically just do the dishes, cook, clean. The man goes hunting, comes back, whatever he catches,
You know.
we eat. So we think that that's the way of life.
Which
Yeah,
is
two
also a
bulls cannot
misconception.
rule in one crowd.
I mean, but also that's a misconception. They assume that the woman just cooks. They don't know the advice that she gives the man behind closed doors
Absolutely.
that made his
Absolutely.
business thrive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? So it could be that he's on the forefront of the business, but you don't know
Actually,
that she's the one that
running.
discerned that
True.
yes, this business partner is great. It's that assumption again that
We don't see it. That's
No,
why.
we don't.
And that's the problem, though, and I hate to make it a black and white thing, but it is a black and white thing right now, is that, for example, they see a much more affectionate parent than we do. They see,
They
for
plan
example,
together. They see it.
Yes, they see mom and dad sitting down and planning, and they see mom and dad apologizing.
Yes.
They see
Yes.
mom and dad fighting,
Yes.
and they see dad saying,
They see
"Baby, I'm sorry."
reconciliation.
They
Yes.
see, you know, we might see the fight, but we never see the "I'm sorry."
Yes.
They
No.
come out the room.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys fighting?
Silent treatment.
Silent
treatment.
That's
No, but mom serves dad.
Yeah.
Are you guys okay? Is it over? Is this like
You can't even
But
ask very
guys,
like you
You don't say anything.
it's not
Yeah,
even.
yeah, it's like,
I feel like the fighting is like that's like number 10. We don't see them doing a lot of things together.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We don't see them partnering together. We don't see them
Absolutely.
having breakfast together. We don't see them agreeing on a couch together. The only time we see them together is fighting.
Yes.
It's
Right.
never when we are doing life together.
Yes.
Like, have y'all ever seen your parents kiss?
at the anniversary,
No.
it was an
That
My
anniversary.
mom, my mom doesn't like
I've
public.
seen my parents kiss. Guys, my parents are actually not as toxic
Baby
as I
kiss
thought
or
they
kiss. Baby kiss doesn't count, right?
were. Well, that's all we've seen.
Yeah,
I haven't
that,
seen anything.
oh man,
My parents hug each other.
that's nice.
Oh,
But yeah, it goes back to that we've actually missed out on what a relationship
Yes.
is supposed to
Yeah.
look like.
Look
Yes.
like.
And that's why we're shocked when we
Yes.
get into one and you're just like,
You just be giving things you should
you're
not
in my
be giving.
like, you're in my space.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
Because
some time to breathe.
and it's not supposed to be like that. We're not
not.
supposed to having when two become one means they really are becoming a unit.
Yes.
Like they
Yeah.
are stuck together. And I feel like that's some things we need to pick up and do better as a black nation.
I will say though, they are healthy black couples. They just
Absolutely.
not loud.
Oh, yeah.
They protect their relationships. They don't
Yeah.
post, but they are.
You know,
They
like,
are
like,
healthy
like,
black
my
couples.
brother, like I
Yeah.
said,
Yes.
my brother is very affectionate. My
Yeah.
brother is.
Oh, but we can see it. We
Yeah.
might not see him hold her, but we can see by the way his
The way-
gestures.
yeah.
He's loud and
Yeah.
loud.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
simply
For
like
example,
that.
I was watching, I don't know if you guys know Samantha and Phoenix on Facebook.
Yes,
Yes.
Love them.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
So they did a prank once where they were going to pretend they were fighting and see what their children do. So
Yeah.
mom was going, "Ah!" and literally the baby would take mom's head and say, "Kiss daddy." Because in her mind, I don't know you guys doing this. I know you guys kissing.
Yeah.
So y'all better kiss right now
better
because
kiss right
this
now, 'cause
is
you're
not
talking
normal.
about-
That's so cute.
So
my God.
that they've normalized that mom and dad are in love. So they are going to be in love when they grow up. But for us, the millennials especially, we have a lot of unlearning to do.
Yes.
Yeah, a whole lot.
And relearning.
You know, if we see more of this from our parents, I think a lot of our relationships will be better.
Yeah.
Right?
By far. Like what
Right.
you guys were saying, we never see the apologies. We never see them sorry. We never see, oh, we started a business together. This was
Yes.
actually your mother's idea.
Yes.
The thing is that as the man, we just see the man like, I'm the man. You know, you bounce like the man, I talk like the When daddy comes home, everyone goes to their corner. That's basically
Yeah.
what we see.
Yeah.
So I think like what you're saying is very important that we unlearn all these things.
Yeah.
Like
That is so true.
my kids will tell you that your daddy loves mommy because
Oh, man.
yeah, because you see, like I said, whatever I didn't see my parents
Yeah.
do,
You do.
I do times 10.
In the positive.
Yeah.
I wake up like when she wakes up in the morning, the first person she asks for is daddy.
Oh,
Because,
man.
and I even stopped tutoring sometime this year because I realized I was getting away from my kids.
Oh, man.
So I'm like, oh, this child now all of a sudden is not realizing daddy's here, you know. So now all of a sudden when she wakes up in the morning, she asks for me. If I'm not home, she asks to call me
Yeah.
every morning. And because she knows that. So we have this thing, I kiss my daughters. So
The fact that you even have to explain that.
man. Yeah.
no,
That's normal. Like,
no, yes,
people
it's
in our
normal.
generation have made it that
Yeah.
so
It should
weird.
be.
Yeah.
I still kiss my dad.
Mm.
Like,
Wow.
on the mouth. He's my
Have you
dad.
ever kissed my dad? I don't think I have.
Like, I literally kissed my dad and my mom. Like,
That's me and my dad.
Interesting.
I'm
My
half him.
Lord,
What do
the
you
entire
mean?
podcast,
You
you
can't
guys
kiss
would
him.
have my mom. Like literally, I'm like a teddy bear. She was like,
Yes!
literally, that's how she is.
Which
Literally,
is
I just come here. I'm like,
normal.
I must stop. Come on, you can't
That's
do that.
sweet.
You know,
That's
that's how
sweet.
she is. You know,
course.
yeah, she's very affectionate.
He's a
Putin
mom
as well,
as
well.
but also
Yes.
she's quite tough, man. She's quite tough. I had to
Yeah.
actually unlearn the fact of Uti. Some other things I was taught by a woman to be a man.
Wow. Yes.
So I had to,
Yes.
I had to get closer to people that I know Kuti can teach me how to actually be a man.
man.
You know, so I'm friends with pastors, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm friends with most people. Actually, most of my friends are married. Almost all of them.
What are you waiting for?
So are you next? Are you soon? Are you?
What are you waiting for,
Well,
brother?
yeah, coming there and there.
Brother, what are you? No, don't go to the corners. What are you waiting for?
I'm not even waiting for anything. You know, this
Then-
might happen anytime soon.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Amen.
My
Amen.
God.
Yeah, so also they influence
Clock
that
it.
entire thing. Whenever you're with us, this is what we talk about, and also that
I love
has to
that.
align you with this is what you need to do. Because also one thing that I realized about most of the friends that I have that got married, even we were friends before when they were single,
married, yeah.
and Joe, God unlocks certain things when you get a wife.
Yes.
I can testify to
Like
that.
Guys,
certain
but
things. I would
look
see
into the
yes.
camera. Say that again.
Yeah,
No,
seriously. I actually saw most of my
Sure.
friends, would actually go out sometimes and would spend a lot of money outside, just to whatever, buying this and that. Sometimes we'd actually just drive out, sing an pass, and we're like, we're gonna buy clothes, Pambi, let's go, and have fun and do all of those things. After everything has literally changed, some of my friends have multiple cars right now. Some of my friends have multiple apartments, and property, Joe, like crazy property. Another one of mine actually just bought an entire farm.
Oh wow.
Just now. And this guy was one of those guys who's, are you even going to get married when? And
No,
right now,
marriage brings you.
It's
so
like
good.
so
I love
much,
it.
Joe, like so
it's-
many
it's-
things. So I realized that entire thing, that marriage is such a beautiful thing. And it
amazing.
unlocks so many things.
One more question before we wrap things up.
Yes.
Have your parents' styles or how they are affected how you choose your partner? For example,
Yes.
Yes, mama.
for example,
You don't have to go far.
You don't.
for example, like watching dad be dad.
Yes.
Am I saying to myself, I want someone like my dad,
Yeah.
or I want someone not like my dad?
Yeah.
Or also, are we picking and choosing and saying he must at least have 1, 2, 3 from
Yeah.
dad, but this 4, 5, like
Yeah.
have
Oh my God.
your mothers and fathers
Yes.
affected how
You know what I'll
see
say?
the opposite
It's so
sex?
funny when I think just before I turned 30, which is last year, my dad said to me, "Hey, listen, you can't marry me. I know you want to,
Wow.
but there's only one me, and
Wow.
I'm married.
I'm
I have a
done.
wife. I don't
honest, that's
exist
good.
in another body."
Oh man.
Right? Because I don't know how he figured it out.
Yeah.
But I was literally looking for my dad.
Oh,
So
wow.
weird. It was I didn't even know. Subconsciously, I was looking for my dad. Like conversations I would have with guys would be like around the things me and my dad do or talk
Yeah.
about. Like my dad loves to travel. So I'm like, dude, to travel? Where do you want to go? Like,
Yeah.
so I go to vendor, my family. Hey, my brother, clock it. Next. Shout out to the vendor people.
Are you serious?
Shout out to the vendor people.
Yeah.
But like it really, yes, it shaped a lot of what I look for in a man. Like my dad is a sole, consistent provider.
Oh my gosh.
90% of everything I own, I got from my dad.
So you are looking for a soul.
I didn't even
Provider.
my point is I wasn't aware that I was even looking for that. But that was my first love. Like my dad, if my dad would walk in right now, I turn into a little girl. It's the weirdest thing ever. I laugh, I'm giddy, I'm like, ha ha, he's here. It's the weirdest thing
Yeah.
ever, right? So I didn't even know that I was looking
Yeah.
for him. But for instance,
Sure.
I'm attracted to guys that make me laugh. Like if you can make me laugh, you are 50%.
Yeah.
Bona Oseni.
Every woman wants to love.
Like, Heko bona hore you're
That's
responsible.
yeah.
Like when I see that you
Yeah.
take charge, like my dad, I'm like,
Yes.
Yeah.
another 30%. You know what I mean? like when I see that, okay, when you enter the room, people listen to you. Like my dad.
Absolutely.
I wasn't even aware that I was doing that.
I think it's
So,
different.
yes.
I think it's different for Tina as me.
Gents, yeah. I'd love to hear it.
I don't think we're looking for. Okay, some people are different. They're looking for their mother. I think when I was getting married, the first thing I asked myself is what kind of relationship I want to have with my wife. Because my mom and I were best friends. Okay, my wife and I were best friends. But there are different types of best friends.
Sure.
You know, because there are things I can confide in with my wife. She will not correct me.
Oh,
But you know your mother be like,
yes.
nah, why were you there in the first place?
Yeah,
You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I think for us, I was looking for a partner that I could work hand in hand with.
Yeah.
That's opposite of my parents.
Okay.
It's more of my dad's ideas and everyone follow. Unlike with me and my beautiful wife. So it's we are together. So I think for us it's different, but like I always said, all this thing falls down to choices. What annoys me to say is when a person sees the mistakes your parents made and you continue the cycle. Like you know the mistake.
Yeah.
Like when people are like, oh no, it's because I saw my dad.
You
eating my
can't
mom."
blame that,
You
yeah,
can't blame
no.
that. That's
You
a
cannot.
choice. That's you. You should
Yeah.
learn from that. So I think when it comes to picking a partner, I always say pick what you can handle. Because before you say women are gold diggers, pick who you can afford.
Yeah, that's so true.
You know, before you say, no, I'm serious. Before you say women are aggressive, they talk back, these ladies, you know how young guys will be like, women talk too much these days.
Yeah.
That means the old-fashioned women, good. Go and find yourself.
And be an old-fashioned man.
And be an old-fashioned man.
Provide then,
Go
all
and
day, every
provide.
day.
You see, that's the thing. We want this, but we're not willing to sacrifice this
Absolutely.
part of
Yeah.
it. So I think
Yeah.
it just for us it's different. I mean, would I like to marry my mother? Same personality. No.
No, but we mean characteristics.
Yeah.
We mean like overall
Like
vibe.
Cooking, yes.
the nurture. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually about to get there.
Food.
I was
I-
about to get
food.
there. I eat, Ndwan.
What?
Me, I
Love
eat.
me.
So you'd love your mother to be like your wife in the food.
Food,
Yeah,
cook
but
for
that's
me.
The only thing I think that's very because my mom cooks, bruh. So I
But
eat,
everything
bruh,
else?
and she would make sure my mom cleans. She loves a clean place. She taught me that. I'm a very clean gent. You know, I make sure that Zulumbed when I need to, you know, when I wake up before anything else, I make sure, you know, everything is sorted out. Even if actually that habit went as far as a hotel.
Oh.
You know, actually when I wake up, I'll even forget that I'm at a hotel. I'll just fix my bed because that's
Rather you
get
than
what I'm
me.
saying?
No, I do. I do.
Literally, bro.
Wait,
That's
you guys
how
just
it
get
is.
up and just.
At a
Guys,
hotel. That's
Yes.
one time. But
I wish I could get up in my own room and just come back and it's done.
Oh my god.
Are you guys serious?
Every day.
Hey.
I do it, but it's
My
annoying.
brother has helped us at his house. They get so frustrated because they're like, when we get into your room, we don't know what to do. We don't know because everything is sorted out already. We just, you know, like pillows.
Yeah,
Busy because we're sorted like that. So
Act
that's-
busy.
Yeah, that's what it is about my
get
mom.
fired.
So she really made sure that you're a clean gent. And you must eat. Whosoever that you get into a relationship with must be able to cook.
So that's what you're looking for.
La Joe.
Clean and cook. Be a clean girl.
Yeah,
and cook.
And cool.
And please be
London.
saved for the sake of
I mean, come on, of
Please
course.
be saved.
Also,
please.
I think that's basically a standard. That thing is not
Yeah.
even supposed to be negotiable.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah, if you're
Mama,
not
equally yoked.
God-fearing at all,
There's
and
nothing
you
we
don't
can
know
do.
who Jesus is,
Let
we are
go.
not talking the same language. What are you doing
Right.
here? You know, it's okay, sharp. Another day, I'll find another Cinderella.
I love it. I love it. We are wrapping things up here on our wonderful episode. What an interesting, dynamic cast we have here. But before we close it up, I want you guys to just talk to the people at home a little bit, Nyana. Maybe just talk about a few things that you'd like them to take out of this episode. Something that you'd like to be like, listen, after all the laughing and the talking, but please, can we be better? Can we love right? Can we listen
please.
better? Can we make sure that our kids don't have to go through the trauma we went through in relationships? I feel like we've bumped into so many unnecessary relationships because we didn't know what love looked like, what it's supposed to be. Or also it's the issue of you didn't even know yourself. So maybe step one, get to fall in love with you first before finding a partner. So can we share some wise words just to be like, yo, guys, watch out or whatever, so that we can also have a better black nation.
You've said it all.
You just said everything.
Love yourself. You said it all.
That's
Qala
what
lapho.
it is. But
Sithande.
more than anything, uqala kokuhlakanipha kusaWuJehova.
Come on.
You cannot do anything without being ruled by a greater, higher power,
Come on,
which is
come
God,
on.
more
Amen.
than anything. Zikhona lezi ezinye lezi, impampalaza that are there, you know what I mean? All of these things. But I'm telling you, the only true power is Jesus Christ. So trust in God and know that He fails at nothing at all. Yeah.
Okay, just to add to what he says, rule number 1, rule number 18, somewhere. Never ignore the red flags.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And my sisters, stop this thing of he will change.
He's not.
He's not gonna change.
No.
You know, because people show you who they are.
Absolutely.
From the head
The Beningi.
Believe
it.
Yeah, believe
you
it.
know, always put God first.
Yeah.
Don't even put yourself first. Put
No.
God first. Because there's this thing of me. Nah,
Yeah.
put God first. The Bible says the steps of a righteous man or woman is ordered.
Ah,
by
come
God.
on.
So the moment you are stepping out of the shadow of out of the wings of the Holy Spirit of His protection. Hey, guys, stop mixing. Like he's not a Christian.
Right.
He will come to church. Don't worry. That's where it goes left. So it just comes down to that. Just put God first, and never you ever ignore those red flags.
Hallelujah.
They are not red roses.
Yo,
And they're not orange. They're red.
red is red.
Red is
danger.
I'll close by saying only a fool says there's no God.
Sure.
Secondly, people say this a lot. Would you date you? Looking at you,
Yeah.
would you date yourself? Would you want you to be your mom or your dad? Take responsibility for who you are. It's your life, one. And at the end, you're the one that's gonna look back, and you're gonna know if you lived to your highest potential. So, work on yourself.
Glory
I
to
love
God.
that.
Hallelujah.
And let somebody's son and daughter love you.
Come on, allow it.
Yeah.
Allow it.
Hey,
Clock
it!
I love it. Thank you guys so much. That was
an
amazing.
honor.
That was powerful. You know, you guys remind me of, there was a trend that was going on. It was asking men, would you be okay if your daughter was in a forest with a bear or a man? Quickly before we close it. Your daughter is stuck in the forest. Would you prefer she's stuck in the forest?
Did you say a bear?
Yes. And most men do say that. And that's why I want to go back to your point where you're saying, would you date you? Let's make sure.
No,
Bail man.
no. I want to hear what he's gonna say. What you gonna say?
Bail man.
a man, she's gonna come back alive.
No, my daughter's gonna kill the bear. That I know.
Okay.
I raised
And that is
me.
how.
My daughter. Ahmad, my daughter.
Oh my gosh.
My
And
daughter.
that is how we
My
close
daughter can.
this
My
next
daughter
episode
will.
of In Her Shoes. Again, thank you
No.
to my guests who have joined
No.
us today. Listen, please do hit the subscribe, the like, and comment. Let us know of your growing up story. Let us know of your parents' story and your love story right now. Is it great? Is it not so great? And how are you going to make it better? We'd love to connect and hear from you. But from us, In Her Shoes, it is goodbye. We'll see you at the next one.
Sayenza lento.
Good night.